Okay, so, you know, a lot of times in business, especially and sometimes in life, we tend to let other people's opinions get in the way of how we make our life decisions and our business decisions, okay? And when you do that, that could tend to lead you to be depressed and feeling kind of down, especially when you know that you could have did something that probably would have worked, but you listen to the opinion of someone else, and it could even be a mentor. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big advocate of having a mentor, but when a mentor gets in the way of, a life choice that you feel deep down in your gut is really the right decision, then that's when you should intervene and make have your own opinion about what you should be doing. And a lot of times friends and family, they can hinder these opinions as well. They can have an opinion that you shouldn't enter into a business venture, and that business venture could end up changing your life. So you got to kind of get away from letting others make those choices in your life, and when they have an opinion, letting it dictate your life and your business. So I'm going to give you right now 7 ways that you can go about to mentally and physically overcome those opinions of others, okay? So let's jump right in. The first one will be you need to own your own imagination, okay? Just think to yourself that this is your imagination and you're the one who dictates your imagination. You're not going to use someone else's imagination to imagine how your life should be. Because let's face it, the imagination of your life is the state that puts your life into the state that it goes into. So whatever you imagine into your life, that's what you get out of it. So if you're imagining someone else's life, that can't work for you because it's not your life. So you have to own your own imagination and take control and take charge of your imagination in order to make it your own. And this is in business and in life as well. So that's the first one. The second one will be to learn to be relaxed with not knowing what other people think of you. And in other words, this simply means, be in your own world. Do your own thing. Don't worry about what the next person is thinking about you and, how the next person feels about you. Because if you're in your own world and you're doing your own thing, then you don't need to worry about the next person. Because the next person doesn't have anything to do with the way that you live your life. So, you want to be comfortable just doing your own thing because it's your thing, Nobody else can do your thing but you, so you may as well be comfortable doing it yourself, okay? The third one would be to enjoy your originality, okay? And this just simply means don't fashion things in your life off of what someone else does. You can observe what they do and take it into account and say, maybe I might want to be like them, but be original. Speak your own language, have your own slang, have your own dictation of life, have your own originality, so to speak. So you want to be original in everything that you do, and then that way you're not just copying you're not just copying off of what someone else is doing. You have your own originality and you're doing it the way that you want to do it, okay? So be original in your language, be original in your body motion, be original in everything. Don't copy someone else's originality. Have your own. You can be like a person but still be original in the way that you pursue it, okay? So originality is the third one. The fourth one is just remember that people are going to think whatever they're going to think, okay? So no matter what you do, no matter how you change everything, whatever they're thinking about you, that's exactly what they're going to think, and you can't do anything to change that. You can try to change your look, you can try to change your dress, but if they have an opinion about you already, it's not going to change anything. So that's just another reason why you can't worry about someone else's opinion, because they're going to think what they're going to think anyway. So it really doesn't matter. You may as well go ahead and be yourself, okay? The fifth one is to see the best in others by not assuming they see the worst in you. So in other words, always assume that someone's going to see the best in you and don't worry about the worst in you, because what's the best in you is going to shine through. The worst may shine a little bit, but if you're a genuine person and you're being the best that you can be, that's what they're going to see front and foremost. They're not going to really pay too much attention to the flaws that you have. Everybody has a flaw, but if inside mentally and deep down in your heart you know you do the right thing, and you know that you're bringing out the best that you can be, then that's all that matters. The rest doesn't matter what they see, as long as they see the best in you, and just assume that they're the type of person that's gonna see the best in you, because that's what you deserve anyways. So that would be to see the best in others by assuming they're going to see the best in you. Number 6 is sometimes you need to just forget the big picture, okay? Because simply put, the big picture is not the end result. You want to focus on the end goals and things that you want to accomplish. So if your ultimate goal is to become wealthy, don't look at exactly how you went about becoming wealthy as far as what business you were in or how you did it. You became wealthy, you reached that end goal. So if that's your end goal, if your end goal is to help other people, you know what I mean? Don't let someone else fashion how you do that, because don't look so much as the why, the how to. Look more into the why and, the reason you did it and what you accomplished. So sometimes the big picture isn't necessarily to see the big picture. You want to look more to the end goal and the end result than the big picture, okay? So if you look towards that, it'll change the big picture anyways. Okay, so that's number 6, is to forget the big picture sometimes. Okay, number 7 would be to imagine what you can accomplish once you stop being concerned with what others think, okay? So if you sit back and really imagine some of the things that you could have done and some of the things that you can do and that you are doing, because you're not concerned with what other people think, okay? When you sit back and imagine that becomes your reality, okay? As long as you don't let what other people think get in the way. So you want to simply sit back and imagine yourself at a state that you want to be in and the way you get to this state is by not imagining what other people think. So just imagine what you could become, imagine what you could accomplish, and then go out and do that, okay? It's all about, you have to put yourself into that reality in your mind first before you can actually become that reality in reality, okay? So it all starts with the mind and your thinking and what you tell yourself. If you say you can do it, then you can do it and you will do it. But if you allow other people's opinion to dictate what you do, dictate what business venture you enter into, dictate who you become friends with, dictate where you go, dictate what you do, then you're just a puppet for that person, okay? So I want you to go ahead and just keep all 7 of these in mind and try to implement them. I hope you were taking notes. If not, rewind, take notes, implement this into your life ASAP. Remember, there's no results without action. So just because you know is not going to make the result unless you put it into immediate action. Okay, so if you got anything out of this, don't hesitate to like and share. And until next time, I'll see you at the top.